weeks until X, right? I have 2 weeks until this event happens. My thinking, don't worry about it, I have 2 weeks. Instead of looking at it and say, what can I say today so that in 2 weeks from now, I don't have a problem. Or I have a solution, I've already addressed this challenge that is coming down my path. Procrastination, number one. I used to do that a lot. The thing is, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So, Rubel, we were looking at a project plan. And it appeared to us that the 3 people who were involved in the project, for the last 3 weeks, never sat down and said, what are we going to do next week? It was reactionary. It was reactionary. Meaning, something happens, we do something about it. We're putting out fires. We'll get to it in the next slide. To borrow the words of the great philosopher standing next to me, difficult must be addressed now, and I changed it a little bit. Impossible can wait until tomorrow. He always says that. It stuck with me. So in 1973 in Chandigarh, in a bank, there are certain things to think about. Difficult must be addressed now. Impossible can wait until tomorrow. He says wait a little longer, but that means you've got a situation, get on it immediately. Now, see this? That's a game called whack-a-mole. Have you seen that? Huh? You go to Great Adventure. It comes from, see, that guy is trying to hit those things that pop up. You see? He hits one, another one pops up. That's what project managers do. Putting out fires all day long, sometimes. More fires, more. So you're doing this all day long. When do you have time to enjoy the game, do something else? You're constantly doing it. It's called putting out fires. You're walking around with a bucket of water or sand. There's a fire burning. Shh, throw some water on there. Oh, there's another coming. Shh. The basis for this game is it's called whack-a-mole. A mole is a little rat that comes out of the grass on the lawn. One comes up, they make burrows all over in some places in the United States. One comes up, you're trying to shoot it. Another one comes up from another hole. So it's constantly coming up. It's like that. So if you go, it's a game. See, look what's happening. One of them is coming up. So he's hitting it. Another one is coming up. So this man is doing this all day long. You see? So project managers tend to get into this situation. Is that, what do you say, Gio?
Yep.
Yeah?
That's true.
What part of a typical day is you get problems? You're putting out fires all the time, right?
Right. We start with problems, we end with problems. So we might solve few of them, but still we go back with a lot of problems.
So when we don't address a small problem on a particular day, it has a tendency to become a bigger problem. If you don't address a problem today, then you have an extra problem to deal with tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to have its own share of problems. Right? So it gets to a point, if we procrastinate and sit on it, it gets to a point where all you're going to be doing is this, all day long. Have you ever played this game, anybody? Huh? No? Can you go to Great Adventure next time? Edward?
You don't have to go to Great Adventure, they have it in a lot of places. Arcades, things like that.
Just go to Tomar.
Go to Tomar. Some people...
Thomas plays that with his project managers.
He spends most of his day putting out fires.
We
Goes from
into his door,
Stroudsburg
takes
to...
them back.
What? How many times has he gone to Stroudsburg in the last 2 weeks? So somebody made a mess of it so that the CEO of the company has to get involved 4 or 5 times to put out their fires. Some people get up every day and do the same thing and expect different results. It's called insanity. If you turn off the thing, I'll say the extra